What's up, guys? Joel Hoffman here, coming to you straight from the underground. Underground motivation, lifting people from rock bottom. Day 2 of the 10 days of tenacity. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is faith versus fear and what you're operating in, because you can't operate in both. Here's some of the signs that if you're operating in fear, here's some of the signs that you're operating in fear. Number 1, procrastination, not caring, indecision, lack of ambition, no self-control, no enthusiasm, no initiative, no self-respect, being timid, no encouragement, depression, anxiety, anger, laziness. These are all things that we struggle with when we're operating in fear. When you feel those things, you're operating in fear. We've got to switch that gear. We got to switch it to faith. Now, by nature, we're all programmed, we're all can fall victim to these things. Like, it's all programmed in us. So it's whenever we really have to put in this work and really make this decision over and over and over again to operate in faith. So here's some signs that you are operating in faith. Number 1, confidence, success, self-reliance. You're inspiring others, growth, honor, passion, action, determination, no regrets, learn from your mistakes, your energy, your enthusiasm, optimism, eagerness, change, persistence, ambition, gratitude, happiness. If you're operating in those things, you're operating in faith. So every day, whenever you're breaking down what you're doing, you have to ask yourself one thing: are you operating in fear or in faith? Every decision that you make, every action that you take, every reaction that you have throughout the day, because we know it breaks down to reactions, right? How we react to things. Are we operating in fear or are we operating in faith? You need to break that down. So I want to talk about this fear thing. It's very important, guys. This fear, it will cripple you. It will take your dreams away. It will take your family away. It'll take your hope. It'll cause you to be in this pit, because we struggle with this great fear. And here's some basic fears that we're all dealing with. Fear of being poor, fear of criticism, fear of bad health, fear of a loss of love of someone, fear of old age, and fear of death. Now, what do we do to fight those things? Fear of being poor. If you're striving every day and you're taking action to put in extra work to either gain new skills or make more money, to gain more specialized knowledge and specialized skills, then don't fret whenever you're not making money right away. Just know that you're planting that seed, and as long as you keep watering it, it'll blossom. So you can feel good at the end of the day knowing that, and you don't have to fear being poor. If you fear being poor, like, there's always a way to make something happen. Like, you have to be very humble sometimes whenever it comes to this money thing. Like, you have to be willing to clean houses. I mean, do the dirty work, sweep floors, whatever it takes, dig ditches. Like, if you need extra money, you got to be willing to do whatever it takes. Like, you can't bitch about being poor and be bougie at the same time and say, oh, I'm not going to do that, and then bitch about not having extra money or barely making it by, or not paying your bills, or being broke, or starving. You're starving, but you're too damn bougie to work. You can't do both. You got to put in the work. And then when you put in the work, understand that those blessings are going to come, that money's going to come. Fear of criticism. Man, this is a big thing. This is a big thing. Think about it. Everybody great had haters. Everybody got great has haters. Like, look at LeBron James. Dude has haters. Michael Jordan, haters. My man Jesus, haters. Everybody great had haters. Muhammad Ali. Think about everybody. Nelson Mandela. All the greats had haters. So the first thing that I used to teach people in sales whenever I was doing door-to-door sales, selling meat, is rule number 1: don't give a fuck. And the reason why I say that is whenever you're approaching your day, whatever you're doing, if you're worried about whatever other people think of you, then you're going to fuck up and you're going to make a mistake, and you have all this mental anxiety and all this social anxiety from worried about what people are going to make fun of you. Like, at some point in your life, you've probably been embarrassed before. I know I have. Like, I've had to wipe mud off my face and been embarrassed I can't even explain the amount of embarrassment that I've faced. And remember that embarrassed and think, like, what's so bad about that? Like, oh, what? So I fell down, people are laughing at me. Like, I laugh at myself and I get my ass back up and wipe myself off and keep doing whatever I'm doing. So don't fear being embarrassed. Don't fear what people judge you by. Like, Les Brown said, like, people's opinion of you is none of your business. So think about that. Like how many times throughout the day are you worried about what people think? Like, yeah, you should dress nice and you should take pride in yourself and you should want nice things, nice house, nice car, but that's for you. That's not for other people. That's not for other people to say that you did well. That's for you to do well. That's your rewards. That's your blessings. Okay. So don't go through life. Don't go through today, especially for the next 10 days. Don't give a fuck about what people think, but still keep your pride about you, but don't give a fuck about what people think. Like if you're starting a new job or you're in sales and you're worried about if you're going to mess up and somebody's going to laugh at you, don't give a fuck about that. Like take pride in those mistakes and know that you're going to learn from those mistakes. Fear of bad health. How do you correct that? Like if you eat right, you're exercising, you should have did your 30 minutes. You got to do it again today. We got to put in that work. If you're exercising, you're eating right, you're putting in work to know that you are healthy and shit, you get in good enough shape. Sometimes like, man, I'm a motherfucking machine. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Everybody else can catch the flu and get the cold and get sick. Not me. I'm going to keep going, keep grinding because I take care of my body. When you know that you take care of your body, it's very easy not to worry about bad health. Fear of loss of love of someone. Man, this is tough. Like I lost my grandmother. I've lost some friends. I've lost some people that are really close to me. And I still fear losing people that are close to me. But I know that I can't go living my life with that fear. Like I know that the people that have died would hate to see me in misery, would hate to see me sad and depressed and not achieving what I should achieve and not doing my best and not putting a smile on my face and spreading joy because they know that's what I'm capable of. Like your people that passed away, I'm sorry, but they want the best for you. They want you to live every day with joy and happiness. And I understand the grieving process and that's natural. I'm not telling you that you don't have a right to grieve or you're wrong for the way that you feel. But what I'm telling you is that you have to get past that and you have to get past that fear and understand that this is a part of life and we have to do that the best we can. And no matter what, you're going to do everything you can to have joy and enjoy every moment and every opportunity that we have on this earth. Fear of old age. Like this is something that we have to come to terms with. Like one day we're going to get old, Lord willing. Like if you live long enough to get old, then man, you probably had a good life. You've been blessed. Like not everybody gets that blessing. So don't worry about if you're getting wrinkles on your face, your hair is falling out, you're going gray, because at the end of the day, it's about what's right here and about what's right here and about what kind of vibe you're putting out. So don't worry about getting old. If you worry about getting old, then keep your ass in the gym, keep running, keep eating right, and you'll have a lot longer youthful life. And you won't get old so fast. I don't like it whenever people, 30, 40 years old talk about how old they are. Like, you ain't fucking old. You ain't old. You old because you ain't doing nothing. Whenever I don't do anything, I feel old too. But whenever I do shit, I feel young. So it's very simple. You get to moving, you get to exercising, you get in shape, and you don't feel old, and you're not going to fear old age as much. And the next one, fear death. Like that's a big cause of anxiety. And I've really struggled with that. Like I've had anxiety attacks that literally have put me into the hospital, like where my body, like all the way seized up. And it's a very painful and scary thing. Like you feel like you're going to die. Like maybe you get this thing where you feel like you can't breathe or your heart starts beating really fast. And it's like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Is there something wrong with me? And it's very, very, very intimidating and very scary. Like, but understand that one day we're all going to die, like, and you have to take your own spiritual battle and have your, seek your own beliefs and your own, way of thinking. Like I can't make that decision for you, to understand that you can't fear death. And there's going to be something, maybe if you believe that there's going to be something past this. If not, then hell, make the opportunity of every day. Like, YOLO, you only live once is not about getting fucked up every day and partying and all this shit and ball out and partying. Like I guarantee there's so many rich people out there that are so empty and they're waking up with a hangover and they're looking around their big ass house and they don't have anybody there. And they're really wishing they had a tribe of people around them that really cared about them, because that's where riches truly begin. So this is the second step for today, guys. Are you operating in faith versus fear? And I want you guys to operate in faith today. Everything that you're doing, operate in faith, and ask yourself that. Make sure that you have that in your affirmations. Make sure that you read your affirmations again today. Make sure you put in your 30-minute workout. If you're sore, stretch. Every day, work out something that isn't sore. If everything is sore for the next couple of days, your upper body, your lower body, you can at least walk or run. Work out something that isn't sore. Let's put in the work. If you missed working out yesterday, let's go put in an hour today. You can start now. This 10 days of tenacity. This 10 days, you're going to see the results after these 10 days. Are you operating in faith or fear? That's what we're going to focus on today. Operate in faith. Let's have a great fucking day and go make it happen.